The Tafts, recognized in politics, important in business, influential in the arts. Born into this most powerful family is a man who created a lasting legacy as a true broadcast pioneer. His name, Hulbert "Hub" Taft. He was born and raised in Cincinnati, graduated in 1930 from Yale University, and later studied in Cambridge, England, where he also played hockey. Hub began his career as a cub reporter for the Cincinnati Times-Star, owned and published by his father, Hulbert Taft Sr. As Hub built his career, he realized that he needed to push the company in new directions. In 1939, Hub led the Tafts into broadcasting with the purchase of WKRC Radio, and a decade later, he entered the newest experimental medium, television.
This is WKRC-TV, Channel 12, Cincinnati.
He was a real visionary, I think, in terms of understanding that broadcasting, radio and television, and various elements of it, were going to be really big.
Television had just appeared in 1936 in the World's Fair in Chicago, and he clicked immediately that this was the place to go.
And I don't think he ever wavered or had any question that what Taft Broadcasting was doing was going to grow and prosper, and probably had no dream that it would go as far as it did, because nobody did.
I was lucky enough to work down at the TV station when it was just started, and I was the floor director. I'd come in and the announcer wouldn't show up, so somebody, the floor boy, would have to do the news. They were feeling their way, but for that reason it was a lot of fun, and the business had a lot of momentum.
The Taft Broadcasting Company became a major player in the industry and eventually owned 6 TV, 5 AM, and 5 FM radio stations, the limit set by the FCC. In the 1960s, Taft Broadcasting became a member of the New York Stock Exchange.
He was always looking for the next step, to do something that would distinguish the company and take that risk that really pays off.
In 1966, Taft Broadcasting bought Hanna-Barbera Productions. The acquisition of Hanna-Barbera brought powerful and sustaining characters into the Taft Broadcasting family, characters that are still loved and remembered today.
It looks like it's chock full of goodies.
Certainly, Hanna-Barbera purchase was out of the mainstream of the broadcast business at the time. There was an attempt to be a player in the program side, dominated generally by the big studios in Hollywood.
Doobie-doobie-doo, where are you?
This purchase eventually led the company into the theme park business and into the program production and distribution business.
Having fun was a big part of his life and business and everything else. I mean, it wasn't worth it if you weren't having fun in your business. He would ask people from time to time when they get in difficult situations, are you having fun? And I think everybody did.
And I was very young when I started working for him. But he gave me responsibility and gave me opportunity. But with that, he insisted that you do the job, and that you do it properly, and that you do it expeditiously, and that you do it with integrity. So I think he could be demanding in the sense that you had to measure up, but as long as you did, nobody was better to work for.
Hub was a generous patron of the arts and had a special love for the Cincinnati Summer Opera at the Zoo. He also took great interest in the Cincinnati Symphony and its music hall home, where he served for many years on the music hall board. In the 1980s, Taft Broadcasting donated land to the Symphony for their first permanent summer residence. Built along the Ohio River and still occupied by Coney Island, the new performing center was named the Hulbert Taft Jr. Pavilion at River Bend.
Personally, he had a lot of hobbies. He was a pilot. He had been in the service, didn't fly there, but got interested and flew when he came back, flew all his life. He was a sportsman. He loved hunting and fishing, loved golf, loved to play poker. As I say, he was a gambler all the way.
While an unfortunate explosion took Hub's life at the early age of 60, friends and business associates say his legacy will last forever.
I can't think of an honor that would please Hub more than this, because not only does it honor him as a business leader, but it comes from a group that has always had a premium on helping young people grow as business people. and he sure knew how to do that.
Junior Achievement welcomes Hulbert "Hub" Taft into the 2002 Business Hall of Fame.